Hey guys, thank y'all for joining. Hey Truth, thanks for joining, love. Let's get into our show. Of course, everything said in the video is alleged, and in my opinion, this is a quick pop in just to give you guys the news. I know you guys can use everything said and is alleged. Thank you all for being here. It's all in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment. Let's get into some news that I'm not happy to report. Dolly Parton has passed away, y'all. I am sad, okay? I have been to Dolly World in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. I love Dolly Parton, right? I like her music. Y'all know she has her movies out, 9 to 5 and all this other stuff, child. What's the song with Kenny Logan she did back in the day? Like, I love me some Dolly Parton, but baby, she has passed away. Dolly Parton was sick. I did not know. She was 80 years old. Okay, let's go ahead and get into that. Legendary Dolly Parton, honey, is unalive. She is dead at 80 years old, according to TMZ. I was getting ready to open my show up, and I saw the notification come across my phone. I was like, what? So I got to add that to my show. Oh my God, right? Yes, rest in peace to Dolly Parton, honey. Okay, so Dolly Parton, the country music icon behind some of the biggest songs ever recorded, has died. We all know her huge song that Whitney Houston made even bigger, I Will Always Love You, is definitely one of my favorites. But rest in peace to her. As you guys can see here, I Will Always Love You. Her head of security announced her death Tuesday on Instagram. The legendary songwriter and actress leaves behind a career spanning more than 6 decades with hits including Jolene, 9 to 5, and I Will Always Love You. Okay, so we're going to look at what happened to her. Now, they're saying that we're told that Dolly died in the last couple of hours in Nashville. Said that the cause of death is unclear, but Dolly told people on Friday that she was dealing with some health issues. Dolly told the outlet last week, says that I've shared in video messages throughout the past year, and I'm dealing with some health issues that I just didn't pay attention to when I was watching over Carl, referring to her husband's March 2025 death. So he passed away last year, and now she's gone. So she's going on to be with her husband. So the legendary singer, songwriter, and actress leaves behind a career spanning more than 6 decades with hits including Jolene, 9 to 5, I Will Always Love You. Dolly became one of the most beloved figures in entertainment, earning countless awards while building an empire that stretched far beyond music. She always looked good. I know everybody always remember her from the boobies. But Dolly looked great for 80 out here, right? She was still wearing her heels and everything, but she was sick. So they said that Dolly had been dealing with health issues in recent months, canceling her Las Vegas residency earlier this year, which she had previously pushed back to 2025 or in 2025. As previously reported, said that she also abruptly canceled a Dollywood appearance earlier this month after her doctor advised her not to travel while she dealt with dehydration and occasional dizziness. Okay. Her sister Frida Parton had also asked fans to pray for Dolly last October, saying that she hadn't been feeling her best, but it said that it came during an early difficult stretch for Dolly, who lost her longtime husband Carl Dean in March of 2025. Usually when people be together a long time, and when one spouse dies, the next one not too long ago after, sometimes they can die over grief, and then it will cause them to be sick with other things because they just don't get over it, right? So the two were married for 58 years and never had children. I never knew she didn't have children. But yeah, so 58 years, that's a long time to be married to somebody. But shout out to Dolly Parton, man, and rest in peace to her. All right, you guys can read up more on that on TMZ. Let's move along. That's so sad, right? That's so sad. All right. Let's get into Austin Metcalf's daddy child. Lord, I'm so sick of him. Like, can he please get somewhere? Jeff Metcalf, please get somewhere and sit your ass down. Because we are tired of you, all right? We are tired. We know you're grieving over your son who broke your arm, but go and sit down, okay? What does that mean? Anyway, so according to the neighborhood talk, Austin Metcalf's father says that Carmelo Anthony would have gotten more time if evidence about his character had been allowed in court. Insisted he's not racist. He says that I don't see color. I highly doubt that. Had the courts known that your son had all of the charges against him and that he was on probation, I don't think that it would have been that, right? So stop trying to come back now that your son's past, both of your sons' violent past have now been put out there, and now you guys want to try to make light of that. Your sons are dangerous. Your surviving son is dangerous. And if he don't get his act together, he's probably going to be like his brother, right? Because everybody's not going to put up with that bullshit. But let's get into it.
I got handed a life sentence. You got handed a life sentence.
So did Megan. So did Hunter.
and so did everybody else in my family and her family. We don't ever get to see Austin again. We don't get to talk to him. We don't get to hug him. This guy, he still gets to see his family. It's a trip.
Satan is hugging him. He's fine, okay? Satan is hugging Austin Metcalf because his ass was bad as fuck.
Tragedy that he has to be in prison. I feel sorry for him. Just due to the fact that his life is pretty much ruined. I don't feel sorry for what he did, though. He needs to be held accountable.
Notoriety about the killing spread beyond Texas, due in no small part to social media posts that amplified elements of the case involving race. There were no black jurors, and critics questioned whether Anthony received a fair trial.
Do you have a sense of why some people can't accept that they believe Carmelo Anthony did not get a fair trial?
Sure. There are people in this world that will believe whatever they're told. They follow. They're sheep.
Can I ask you about the racial element of the case?
Sure.
How did it get that way?
It's real simple. The other side decided to bring it up.
He said it started when he was asked to leave a press conference by Anthony's parents shortly after his son's murder.
He was not invited. He knows that it's inappropriate to be near this family.
I think that day is when race was really entered into it. Because till that point, I never looked at it as a black and white.
Why would he be there? Whether you looked at it as a black and white situation, you shouldn't have been anywhere near his family. Maybe they would have seen that as a threatening situation. Everything was still fresh. Yes, you did lose your son, but they also lost their son to the system. Everything was still, at an all-time high as far as emotional wise. So you shouldn't have brought your ass there, right? The cast on his arm, right? Hello, we already know your son broke your arm, right? Sit down somewhere.
My thing, it was a right and wrong thing. That's all. Whoever did it. My first question was, one, where's his parents? How was he raised? Why did this happen?
Not where's his parents and how was he raised when your sons are out spraying racist graffiti and beating up on girls and talking about bringing pow-pows to school and being suspended and being on probation. Where were you guys? Where was you and your wife? Oh, I forgot y'all were fighting and y'all were getting divorced too while your sons were beating y'all ass. Oh, I forgot.
Oh, he's black, he must be guilty. It never even crossed my mind. It doesn't matter. I don't see color.
At trial, prosecutors and defense attorneys made a secret deal to focus on what happened under that tent and exclude evidence about Anthony and Metcalf's character or past behavior.
We're not going to drag stuff from what they did in fourth grade. We're not going to drag stuff from this guy's character because at the end of the day, it's real simple. They had 20 pages on my boys. I read it. They had 75 pages on Carmelo. I read that. If it would have came out in court, I think he would have got more.
After the verdict, Jeff Metcalf appeared.
I doubt that. I'm going to look more into that because Carmelo did not have, from what we knew, he did not have a jail record. He did not have a criminal past from what we know. From what we know, he's never been arrested. Your sons have. So I doubt they only had 20 and Carmelo has 75. I really doubt that. I want to see this with my own two eyes. I really do.
Appeared on a podcast where he used racially charged language and disparaged Anthony's family.
What was that about?
One, yes, I said it. Two, I own it. I'm not backing away from it. If you listen to the 10 seconds before the clip and you get the context, because I'll repeat it for everybody right now. I'm not racist. Let me make something up that is racist, and I bet you it will go viral on the internet.
That's not what that was. You even called Carmelo a watermelon felon, and I'm starting to see that going viral online where several people are calling him that. That is a racist comment. Because they already think that black people, that's all we eat is watermelon and chicken and watermelon. So yeah, watermelon felon, that was definitely a racist comment. So for him to say, oh, I didn't say that, I said it for it to go viral. No, own it. Your sons are racist. They were spraying racist graffiti. Where did they get that from? And so are you.
I got handed a life sentence.
You got handed a life sentence.
So did Megan, so did Hunter, and so did everybody else in my family and her family. We don't ever get to see Austin again.
You're supposed to raise your children better. And I get it. It's sad that your son is not here anymore. And I'm trying to find some sympathy, but bitch, it's not coming up. I'm trying to well up some sympathy, but I can't find none right now. Maybe after this video. And I know I'm not going to go live again to show y'all the fucking sympathy. But at the end of the day, you have to raise your children better. To 1, keep their hands to themselves. 2, not to be a fucking Karen, because that's what he was being that day. 3, not to hide who he really is with this demonic behavior that he not only displayed to others, but also to his own parents. I mean, for God's sakes, he choked his own mama out. And they videoed the shit. That's just how much they didn't give a damn about y'all. So yeah, I get it. You are mourning your son. You miss him, right? You do. But bottom line is, you got to teach your surviving son that behavior is not okay. Or you'll be grieving 2 kids because somebody out there will do the very same thing. People are not going to allow you to put your hands on them. I don't know what world they grew up in, but I'm gonna be honest, everybody ain't gonna sit back and let you run up in their face, call them the N-word, put hands on them, threaten them, like run up on them and saying, you can't sit here, move from here. Like, he was being very aggressive that day. And I'm not saying Carmelo should have unalived him, but unfortunately, that's what happened in that moment. But bottom line is, had your son not got out of his seat and approached Carmelo and tried to bully him on that day, he may still be here. And you could have enjoyed having your violent son here on earth. But since you did not raise him to do so, the consequence to every situation when you do something negative is probably not going to be a positive outlook. It's just not. But let's continue on. Yeah, so someone else who is not getting a positive outlook today is Sidney Starr. She did have to go to court today. They did deny her bond, which I knew they would. They feel that she is a flight risk. Let's go ahead and get into that. I'm going to show you guys the pictures too where she actually broke down in court, because I have those. So Sidney Starr spotted in court as she was denied bond in the sexual assault case involving a minor. You guys know about that. She was also trying to pay said minor not to cooperate with the police. And it was said that she also had her pants down or something like that when the police was there to get ready to do some oral type transaction with said teenager. So Sidney Starr is staying behind bars for now. She, which is what this person goes by, appeared in court Tuesday and was denied bond following her arrest earlier this month. If you recall, Sidney is facing charges including sodomy with an S, sexual battery against a child under 16, and aggravated child molestation. Said that she was arrested at an Embassy Suites in Hateville, on August the 2nd and booked into the Fulton County Jail. During the latest hearing, an investigator detailed the allegations, saying that detectives found Sidney at the hotel after receiving information about an alleged sexual encounter involving a juvenile. Now, according to the investigator, Sidney admitted that the juvenile had gone into an elevator with her and then entered her hotel room. The alleged victim's mother also spoke in court and asked that the judge deny bond. She said that her 13-year-old son is now undergoing intensive therapy following the alleged incident. Wow. Said that he is required to attend intensive therapy to begin a healing process for what was done to him. At this age, he should feel safe, innocent, and protected, and is now forced to cope with trauma that no child should have to ever endure. Wow. So it said that Sidney's defense argued that she has no prior criminal history. However, the judge ultimately ordered that she remain held without bond. So you guys see that. Sidney Starr is a transformer, okay, as they call them. Was once born a man and has now removed the male parts and now have the lady parts. You guys also may remember Sidney Starr from the situation with Chingy, rapper Chingy back in the day, where she destroyed Chingy's career, and she's done a lot of fucked up things to other people, and now her karma has knocked on her damn door. So let's continue so y'all can see the court pictures. Can't do stuff to people. Now this boy is in therapy. Girl, you should have known they weren't going to give you no damn bond either. I don't know what it is. This is like two sexual assault cases that we're on. Kim Zodiac's son, and then now this person here. So shout out to TMZ. Sidney Starr was denied bond in her child molestation and sodomy case here in Georgia. So let's go ahead and check out the pictures. Looking a hot damn mess per usual. Crying after they done told your ass you don't get no bond. You can tell you've been laying on your bunk all day because your ponytail flat. Okay, that's what happens, honey, when you be out here on the bullshit. When you're messing with kids, you should know that you're not about to be getting out on no damn bond. So you can go and do the shit again. So shout out to the justice system for doing a big one. Let's move along. Sidora, honey, sat down with Big Tigger. Sat down with Big Tigger, his radio station, the Big Tigger morning show. Okay. And Sidora says that Kelly Farrell owes her an apology. Well, why you didn't say that at the reunion? Why you over here doing interviews versus saying that at the reunion? I would love to see that interaction. But it says, did Real Housewives of Atlanta moment go too far? Said that Sidora sat down with Francesca Amaker at the Big Tigger Morning Show and weighed in on Kelly's comments involving motherhood and her not ever having children. Wow. Said that Drew called this, not having her children, says that Drew called the situation distasteful and says that she believes certain personal topics should never be used as ammunition on a platform like Real Housewives of Atlanta. She also said that she feels an apology is still owed. I don't see Kelly apologizing, right? I mean, Drew, with all due respect, she's only quoting what's been said in the news. You did lose your children to your husband, and you have to pay, or ex-husband now, and you do have to pay child support in the tune of $2,000 and something a month. You do have visitation rights, and he has the children primarily throughout the school term until a judge decides otherwise. So she didn't lie, but was it fucked up for her to bring it up at the reunion? Kind of, sort of. But then again, there's no fair words in a fair fight. If you and Kelly are arguing and she bring that up, the goal is to hit below the belt. If that stings you, then that was the goal. Right. So let's continue.
When I come from my career, my singing, I have done nothing to Kelly. I've been supportive of Kelly, and she's just like this little screaming Humpty Dumpty that sat on a wall. You know what I mean? And now I was like, let me just let you be, who you want to be, but I'm going to, point out the facts that they are. I'm not shading you. It's just the fact that your restaurant closed, and so you want to come for me in my career instead of supporting me and uplifting me. So how does that feel?
When she brought that up, she also brought up your kids, and she said, well, you never have your kids, and that upset you. I saw your reaction. Yeah. What's your situation like, and how did that make you feel?
Now that, for me, that was below the belt. That was, kids are off limits in this group. Like, we have discussed that many, many, many times. And so I felt like, for us to not really have any real issue, if somebody can tell me the issue, please do, let me know the issue. But there's no issue. I've not done anything to Kelly. She just always is looking for a moment.
Always.
And I feel like coming from my kids was just distasteful, especially with the battles that she's been having. I just think that that's something we should not bring on this platform.
I love the slick shade. I love it, right? Because Kelly do stay in court. So
it's coming for the kids, including the kids. They did not ask to be a part of this. So I really feel like there's an apology owed in that respect. You want to come from my career, my singing. I have done nothing to Kelly.
I want to ask you about Shamia, because I know that it felt like she has apologized to you, but also kind of had the whole, like, I could have gone harder, because she asked you, if you had dealings with Dennis. I think that was last season, right?
Yeah.
And so what is it? What is the issue? Did you get your apology? Did you not get your apology? What's the root of this issue with you two, and can you resolve it?
The root of the issue, we all know the root of the issue, and it wasn't me. Clearly something in someone else. And I feel like she was fighting a battle that wasn't hers, and now she's just kind of, stuck trying to figure it out. She did an apology that we all saw. It wasn't genuine. However, I'm just ready to move forward. Again, there's no real issue with Shamia, Shamesi, and I. But, she's come on my page, like some photos I recently saw.
Okay.
I sent her a text, sending condolences to, her family on some personal things that were going on that I won't speak of, but I did send a text.
It was on the reunion. You can go ahead and say it. Shamia's surrogate lost the baby.
Just, we're human beings at the end of the day. So I feel like there's no issue. I'm ready to just start anew. And hopefully she'll show up differently, more authentically.
Of course she's going to go in your DMs and your pictures and like a few pictures or so. Shamia has been iced out this season. Shamia is trying to secure her spot is secure because she will be on next season, but she is trying to secure a friendship for next season. She doesn't want to be iced out. She doesn't want the girls acting crazy towards her next season, because she does ultimately want to be on this show. With everybody taking sides with Porsha, it's not a good look for her, because her only alliance is Kelly, and it's not a strong enough alliance for her on this show. So I get it. She's trying to get on the couch over here to mend fences. You guys saw her hug everybody on the couch besides Porsha. Porsha was not trying to be hugging her, and we all know why. But Shamia is trying to fix shit because she knows next season will be hell for her, being that she is not in good standing with the majority of the girls on the show. So let's continue.
I want to see the Shamia that we all have seen. She's very fun, very bright.
Yeah.
And so I really want her to show up.
Want to know why you didn't exactly give her that hug when she came over to hug you at the end of the reunion.
I give her a hug.
You patted her on the back.
Oh. Well then. Oh.
You and Angela.
That, you know what? It was probably, going from
shocking.
arguing to a hug. It probably just felt unnatural. I didn't remember that, but thank you. But yeah, like I feel like we gotta work to a hug.
Yeah.
A hug is probably a little premature because we know that she will apologize and then give a
Do the
butt
same shit
and
again.
then come for you about something else. And I felt like the whole horse situation, which I apologized for, but I felt like it was a moment for her. Like, girl, why not call me and tell me this is what's going on with the horse? Like the horse he pooped.
Yeah. So as you guys can see, if you guys want to watch the rest, I'll drop the link so that you guys can go over and finish. All right. I don't care to watch anymore. And pretty much that's pretty much all she was saying. Okay. So let's drop that there. Big Tigger Morning Show. That's the second part of that particular interview. Shamia she will do that, right? She will talk a whole bunch of crazy shit, throw some shade, and then run over there and hug you and say a quick apology and be right back to the mess again. So that is Shamia, honey, or AKA Shamissy. Let's get on to the next post. As we all know, again, I did want to look at this clip too where Pinky Cole was trying to breeze over a question that Candy Burst asked her on Speak On It. It said that Pinky Cole casually skates past Candy asking about investors who lost out on millions due to her bankruptcy filing. She said, so anyway, so y'all know Candy gonna try to get down to the T because she knows. I knows it too, shit. But let's get into what was said. Shout out to Neighborhood Talk and, of course, Candy Speak On It.
I didn't own the company for 43 days. The estate. So an estate came in. There's a company that actually does the work. So they become the estate. It's a group of people that's like a finance person. It's a lawyer. It's an admin person. And they come in and they take all of your debt. And they take all of your assets. So the remaining of the $10 million that I had not sold yet, basically I surrendered it so that they can sell off the assets so that they can pay off the debt.
Okay. So all your investors get their money back?
No, they wrote it off. I'm sure they got 33% of it because they wrote off their.
You're saying they just had to write it off?
Yeah, they had to write it off, right?
Okay, so they lost.
Yeah, so they lost, but they got some of it back, I'm sure, right?
Gotcha.
With the write-off. So anyway, when I bought the company back 43 days later, how I was able to buy the company back is when you go through an ABC, there is an opportunity for you to buy your company back, or anybody can buy it. They can. When I didn't own the company for 43 days,
it?
Y'all heard her say so anyway. She ain't want to talk about that shit no more. 33% is kind of low. Like if you're giving like a huge percentage of your money and you got to take a huge loss, I would probably be pissed off if I'm doing business with Pinky Cole and she don't know how to work her shit to where she got to then go file for bankruptcy and then I'm at a 33% when I should be at 100. I don't know. I will be feeling a certain type of way, right? You have to definitely do your homework when you're going in business with people and investing to make sure that the person you're investing in and investing with knows what they're doing so that you don't take a loss in the end. Let's continue. Keke Wyatt, honey, is ready to upload baby number 267 because y'all know she got a bunch of kids. She done got rid of husband number 3 or 4. Now she's on to the next person. This is supposed to be her Uber driver, child. So Keke has fallen in love with her Uber driver, and the person in the comments said this person here must have need a damn place to stay. Cause damn Keke, you were just with they saying you were dating your cousin, and you stopped dating him after you left your damn husband that you just had a baby with. Her most recent child, who you guys know has a lot of disabilities and some issues that she didn't think was going to make it, but which she had with her last husband. She divorced him because Keke is fucking crazy. So now she's dating her Uber driver, who I think lives with her now. Oh my god. So a lot of people have some negative things to say about Keke moving on so fast. Y'all know Keke is gonna find and keep a damn man for this long. Okay, 30 days and 30 nights. Okay, dude, I'm waiting to see, and not that I want to speak ill on somebody's relationship, but Keke, you don't stay with nobody, girl. You stay long enough to get your little baby, them little 9 months, and then you up out of there, girl. You skedaddle up out of there. So this says that Keke Wyatt shows off her new man. Lord God. Said that there's nothing like someone who doesn't judge you. Now, she was just dating Sierra, okay? Sierra from Love and Hip Hop. Y'all know her? The one that messed her face up, okay, with all the surgeries. Her, I want to say, brother-in-law or somebody that was related to Sierra. She was dating him. And then they broke up. And now she's with this guy who was her Uber driver, like her driver, right? And people have a lot of negative things to say. They're like, girl, please don't get pregnant by this boy because it's given that he need a place to live. So Keke says down here, when it's good, it's just good. Praying hands, hearts, and kissy emojis. She said that there's nothing like someone who understands and lets you be your true self and doesn't judge you. But you said that about your last husband, that you love him and that he allowed you to be yourself. Then you left the other guy, Michael, who we saw on the reality show that you were on, R&B Divas. You know, when you talk to him like he was a piece of shit, and he was a whole like minister or pastor or something. But anyway, all of these men at some point in time, they let me be myself, and you spoke highly of them. But then when things went left, it was all bad. So now you're dating this guy who was said to be your driver. I don't know, Keke. I can't keep up with Keke Wyatt when it comes to these men, but I expect to hear that she's probably pregnant again with baby number 267. I don't know. Y'all let me know. Let me know. That's her, child. That's Keke. She done shaved all her hair off again. Here he is, child, real comfy over there in Keke's house. Where you stayed before that? Right? Lord, Lord, Lord. Y'all chime in, child. Moving on. Let's get into another clip for Messy Monday with Carlos King. She do keep a man, child, but he ain't gonna stay long. I guarantee you. I'm gonna give it 3 months, and it's gonna be some bullshit, because that's how it always ends with Keke Wyatt with her crazy bipolar ass. Okay, sing down, baby. She will sing you under the table, but when you come from under that table, the bitch is gonna be crazy. All right, moving right along. Jasmine Brand, shout out to you. Okay, Porsha Williams' reaction to Shamia Morton's embryo loss sparks heated debate between Real Housewives of Atlanta alum Claudia Jordan, media personality Blue, what's her name? Blue Telusma? I don't know, child. But anywho, I like Blue, and I like Claudia too. Claudia, you had to do a little apology today that we saw here in Car Chronicles about the whole situation with Pinky, telling her business about her being pregnant. Now they're talking about, and I'm gonna be honest with you, we already saw the clip. Porsha was very cold when they were talking about Shamia, when Shamia announced that, they lost the embryo, her surrogate lost the embryo. Porsha was sitting there like, I don't give a fuck. And she even got her phone. It was like she was playing on her phone to avoid giving, I guess, eye contact and any type of emotional support towards Shamia. She is completely done with Shamia, and I thought it was kind of messed up. But then I had to think about it. They're not friends. Porsha, she's just not in that headspace anymore, right? But let's get into what they had to say, because they are criticizing Porsha for being a heartless individual for how she acted. Let's go.
I don't even know how people can sit there and I could not even stomach that. Like, I feel like I want to tear up now about what happened. Like, I get what y'all saying. I guess maybe I'm too nice, maybe I'm a sucker. I don't know, but like,
not too nice. It's just a different way of moving. They're both equally valid.
Yeah, I don't think there's a right or wrong answer.
They're equally valid. That's the point. Is they're equal. Yeah. There's not a diminished value. They're equal.
Someone I had many, many years with.
Oh, let's keep going.
Shares on national.
The irony is it's motherhood conversation. An embryo is about motherhood. And
I don't want to argue with you about my opinion. I don't. Like, this is so sad, you guys. This is so sad to me.
Well, damn, not you and Blue kind of having a little...
You're not arguing with her about
but you are pitying my opinion, though. So I get to talk about how my opinion is valid, though. So I don't want my opinion to be pitied.
I'm not saying your opinion's not valid.
Said that, like, I'm not, like, it's not as decent. Those words hold weight.
I never said that.
I understand, but it's to say that the decent thing to do, the alternative is also decent.
Not to me.
Exactly. And that's diminishing.
I'm not diminishing you, Blue. I just don't agree with you. And guess what?
As somebody who's a mother's girl,
over me, please.
But I'm saying
you're diminishing talking.
Okay.
We have many times not agreed on this panel, and I don't want you to think that I'm diminishing you as a person.
As a mother's girl, it feels that way. I will be honest, because for me, my mother is my world, in the way an embryo would be the world for Shamia, and because my mother is my world, the iron. That makes me as emotional as you are about this embryo.
I could understand.
Both emotions are valid.
If it was a one-way.
I think Claudia is a little more upset about this because she's had, I think they said, multiple miscarriages as well. So she kind of relate to what Shamia is going through with this whole loss. But she's not understanding what Blue is saying, and I think it's kind of frustrating Blue. I've never seen the two of them kind of go at it like this. I'm kind of enjoying it a little bit.
Thing where it was all this season was Shamia coming for Portia's mother. I would 1000% agree with you. I'd be like, you damn right. You damn right, because I can't hear you because we're talking at the same time. I'd be like, you damn right, because she deserves everything, because the whole season it's just been one way. They're both guilty, right? So I'm just like, they almost like watch each other. In my opinion, that's why there's 4 squares, so we can have 4 different opinions. I'm sorry if you think I'm diminishing you. I just don't agree with your take. And that's okay, because there's been many a show you don't agree with mine, and that's okay. We still gonna.
I don't disagree with your take. I think they can coexist equally. So that's the thing. I don't disagree with your take. I think your take is valid for you, and my take is valid for me. So that's actually the difference. I think they're both valid.
It's not the difference.
But you can agree to disagree, right? Nobody's gonna always agree with somebody else, and if you do, then that makes you a follower. Blue is entitled to how she feels and her take on it. Claudia, so are you, and then you guys just meet in the middle, right? I mean, damn, but Claudia, you don't have to keep over talking her because you were kind of talking a lot. As soon as Blue start talking, Claudia overtalk her like what Claudia is saying is more important than what Blue is saying, right? Like, let's be respectful.
So saying the same thing. We just don't agree with each other.
Well,
And it's
look,
okay.
I do want to say this because I don't want to spend so much real estate on just that moment. Because what?
That makes
Shamia, what is your update on your journey for a baby boy?
We down to our last boy, but I'll be lying if I didn't say one, I'm scared. We made it right a few days shy of the first trimester, and she miscarried.
Sorry.
Sorry to hear that. Sorry, Shamia.
Will you try again?
If I can get embryo, I don't have any embryo.
Right.
So pay attention to Porsha.
It's tough. I'm sorry.
Is Gerald a support to you during this?
Absolutely. It's not just me affected by
Did y'all see Porsha on the phone?
it's him too, It's emotionally draining.
I'm sorry.
That face gives. I don't give no single solitary fucks. Okay? Porsha's like,
A lot of viewers were concerned for you that Gerald was putting too much pressure on you to have a boy.
He's never put that pressure on me. I put it on myself. When we got together, we expressed that we wanted to have a big family, but I'm his wife. And as his wife, I just felt like that one thing I wanted to be able to give him. And I feel like a family.
Shamia, what is your update on your journey?
yeah, that's sad, right? As much as I'm not a huge fan of Shamia, I do
Makes me
sympathize
ask-
with what you're going through, though. What y'all think about Blue and Claudia having a little moment here, right? I mean, y'all on the panel agree to disagree and keep it moving, child, right? Let's get into this Blueface bullshit. Let's get into it, y'all, because Carlissa seems to think she got to go over there and help Nvea raise her child. Don't Nvea already have like a 5 or 6 year old? She's a mother. She's a twice done mother now. She done had kids now. She done had a child twice. So you go on over there and focus on yourself, ma'am. Where's your husband? I never see you with your husband, honey. Carlissa, I never see you with your husband. You be all in Blue's business. Let Blue figure that out with his child. Nvea can raise her baby. Okay, she's fine. Unless she calls you to say, hey, Carlissa, can you come over and give me some assistance? Like watch the baby for a couple hours, let me sleep and get some rest, whatever the case may be. Then yeah, you don't just bombard your way over there and say, well, I'm coming over there to help with the baby, because obviously they don't know what the fuck they're doing. She's had a baby before. Now, if you want to help somebody, Krishan is available. You can go help her, because she ain't doing shit over there. But let's get into this. Shout out to Chatterbox T.
No, I'm gonna go over there and take the fuck over, okay? She perked out. That's why Jonathan is not understanding. He watched his mama, he watched his sister, he watched Jaden. Hell, he watched Krishan get out the house on the first week and I don't know what she was doing, but she was doing something. Okay, I think she was somewhere laughing at something. So I think he just is he just uncomfortable with y'all being La La Land playing dumb. My man like me like this. You's a motherfucking lie. He don't. I'm gonna have to pack me a bag and go on over there and help them with this goddamn baby, because neither one of them look like they know what the fuck they over there doing. Ike and Tina over there. Sometimes people's dialogue in the black community get a little toxic, but if they can keep their hands to themselves, I'm gonna be all right. And whoever her daddy is need to shut the fuck up and mind his own business, just like Blue said, because baby, the way my daddy would have came out.
But what about you, right? Because you always speaking on their situation. Unless they ask for the grandmother, which would be you, to come over and assist in whatever situation, then you do. You ain't do shit with Blueface. Here's the reason why he out here pimping women and having babies everywhere he goes. He got another baby due here any day now. Nvea just had her baby. I mean, I saw a video today where he was cussing Nvea out because she's overslept and her son had to go to school late. Why the F you didn't get up and take him to school? Bitch, why you didn't get up and take him to school? He lives in the house with you. Nvea just had a baby, last week? The baby ain't even a month old yet. Get your ass up and let her sleep in. And you take the child to school. You had her up the other day talking about you need to cook. She just gave birth, right? Talking about his program. Like, what is this program bullshit? Nvea, I need you to get a spine, baby. I know you were homeless and all of that prior to meeting Blueface, but you need to gather yourself. You have a child now. If you got to go down there to the white people courthouse and file child support on his ass, and so you can move on with your life and do what you need to do, that's what the hell you need to do. All of this emotional and psychological abuse is really starting to be a lot. And people see it as entertainment, but it's not. It's so not normal. It's so not normal. Carlissa, you are part of the problem as well. You are. Because you're monetizing from all of this bullshit as well. You get a cut from your son acting a fool and talking to women the way that he do. You do. You don't go to no job. So at the end of the day, you talking about you packing a bag to go over there and stay at their house to help them with a child. She didn't ask you to do it. She didn't ask, and it's a nice gesture, but it's the fact that you are, I guess, diminishing her being a mother. She appears to be a great mama, but she appears to be very shallow-minded when it comes to self-love in terms of how she allowed Blueface to treat her. I think it's fucked up, but who am I to tell you not to allow a toxic nigga to treat you that way if you choose to stay there, right? My heart go out to her being a new mom and dealing with all she's having to deal with, but that's stressful. I mean, your newborn baby, day before yesterday, you guys were just being swatted with the police with pow-pows in your face while you holding your infant child. All because of Blueface. But you didn't come on here and say anything about that, Carlissa, but you had a lot to say about how Nvea is trying to be a mother. Girl, you the last person you speak on somebody being a mama.
Here and started pimping to keep me out the shelter. Whining and all that lazy shit. You had enough rest the whole pregnancy, bitch. That's enough rest. Y'all over here like, I need some rest. I just had a baby, bitch. You should have been resting the whole 9 months.
No, a mother. Baby, when I had it, let me tell you something. Blueface, this how it's supposed to be. Because this how it was when I had my son. We took shifts, right? My husband would take that baby. I showed him how to do them bottles and change the baby. He would take that baby and let me sleep for hours. And I would get up well rested. Because you got to have rest so you don't be irritated dealing with a baby. Let me sleep. And when I got up, I took over the baby. He fed the baby. He changed the baby. Everything that needed to be done. Gave the baby a nap. When I got up, I took over and we took shifts. That way he could get him some rest, do the stuff he needed to do, and that's just how it works. You want to be a parent, that's what being a parent is all about. If you're taking Nvea's child into your home, you become a second parent to that child. If she's sleeping in late because she's tired from giving birth, then you get your ass up, Blueface, because you ain't doing shit else but streaming, and take that baby to school and bring your ass back home. That's just how it's supposed to work. Okay, it's 2 adults in that house, and y'all have other people running around as well. There's no reason why this situation can't work if that's what you're trying to make it do. Carlissa, you shouldn't speak on anyone's motherhood because you fucked your son up like you really did.
You rest for 9 months, and then after you have the baby, you're supposed to get an urgency to get back to yourself. You. Y'all know I'm gonna go.
I don't agree. It takes time. It takes time to snap back, okay? Especially if you had a C-section. I don't know how she had the baby, if she pushed the baby out or if she had a C-section. Nevertheless, giving birth to a human requires healing. She might feel the need to lay down. She's exhausted. Holding and taking care of a baby is tiring. Like, I don't know where her family is, where her support system is, where's her mom? I've seen her mom in a few videos, but I don't see her or hanging around her a lot now that this baby is here. I just don't see that. Maybe Blue doesn't want her family there, but I wouldn't be with somebody who don't want my family around because that's your family. But anywho, let's move on. Ooh, child. Let me look at some comments because I see comment. Let's go up. Said period. Yeah. Said it. Thank you so much, Sexy Brown Bone, for that. She said it. That's how me and my ex-husband did. Yeah, you gotta take shifts. That shit is tiring. I'd be tired. I was tired as hell when I was a first-time mom. I just felt like I needed a nap. Like, oh my, because you get so irritated from not getting enough sleep, and you don't need that when you're trying to care for your baby. So you need the other person to step in and say, hey, babe, go lay down. Give me the baby. Go lay down, and take it. And baby, that was the best sleep. I didn't worry because I knew he had it. I slept so good, and I got up so refreshed, and you need that as a mom. Girl. All right. So, Sexy Brown Bone says that me and my husband did shifts, and it worked perfect. Yeah, you got to do that. Said that, and she's a daddy's girl at 4. And said that he do everything. There you go. That's how it's supposed to be. It's teamwork, baby. Y'all going to be parents. That's something that you're supposed to do. Said, I agree. I don't know why it's so important for Ian to be famous. Yep. Said it's given valid. I'm sorry. Said it. If you sign up to be a 3 or 4, you have to live up to it. I guess. I mean, it's this program shit he keeps saying. Like, bitch, I'm talking to you the way I want to because it's a part of the program. I'm like, what is this program? Y'all are child. I can't have nobody talking crazy to me. Faith Williams says that that's exactly what me and my husband did with our kids. Yeah, you got to do that because that shit is tiring. Need a nap around here. Give me something to eat. Let me lay down. Get under my blanket, honey, and just sleep. Don't nobody shut my door. Don't nobody bother me when I get up. Okay, I'll set my alarm, and when I get up and I'm refreshed, I'll get the baby. For now, let me lay down, child, because it's tiring. And she got another child that she got to run behind. So, no. All right, so I found this Media House 123. Let's get into this. So they say this timeline behind Remy Ma and Papoose's separation is starting to make a whole lot more sense. So we're going to take a look at some of this. So they're saying that Papoose, at the end of the day, you still cheated on Remy with 2 women. Oh, girl. Okay, yeah, because y'all remember we talked about the one when he was in jail, when Remy was in jail, and this lady came out to say that some baby that she had, a baby girl, may have been Papoose's child. So yeah, he did cheat. Shit, I forgot. Said that you were working with a what is that, TuneCore, and you got mad because Easy knew about what happened at TuneCore. Says, and you started a fight with Easy because you thought him and Remy was messing around, and the whole time it was a business deal. Nah, they was definitely messing around. Nah, we ain't gonna let that fly. Remy and Easy the Block was definitely doing some things, because they actually came out all kissy face. They were actually dating. So do I feel like Remy slept with Easy the Block? I do. Right? And y'all do know that Papoose punched him in the face and knocked him out behind that whole bullshit. But now he running around with Clarissa all willy-nilly. So let's get into it.
I try to live out my wedding vows. Richer for poor, sick for health, sickness and health. You know what I'm saying? People.
Hold on. Knowing that you fucking a bitch, fucking 2 bitches at TuneCore.
You know what I'm saying? People about my personal business.
Because here's the real story. Y'all want to know the real story? I'm going to tell y'all the real story. So the real story is the TuneCore niggas was hitting this nigga up and telling this nigga like, yo, if the situation not going down, you gonna basically, his job was at risk. He was telling Rem to tell me to be quiet.
Very difficult thing for me to do. But I said, you know what? Let's do the therapy. We go to the therapist. The therapist's first question is, do you guys want a divorce or do y'all want to work it out? Me and her both said we want to work it out.
I was with that same man for almost 20 years. Can't nobody tell me I'm from the street and make me feel some type of way? Are you crazy?
So when we go to therapy, the therapist says, do y'all want to get a divorce or do y'all want to work it out? Me and her both said we want to work it out. I'm going to be honest. Because
there you go.
Honestly, I didn't want to not live under the same roof as my 5-year-old.
It's so funny watching people like, you had a good husband.
Boy, stop. You were still in love with Remy. You are still salty. You are still bitter. You are, Papoose. I'm going to be honest, and a lot of people may not agree with me. I feel like Clarissa Shields is a rebound. I do. I feel like Clarissa Shields is a rebound. If Remy called Papoose right now and said, baby, come home, let's work this shit out, I feel like he would scuff up his Jordans and get his ass the fuck over there. I do. I feel he would scuff up them Jordans and run the hell back over there. I really do. Right? 20 years, you don't get over a person in 20 years in that short amount of time. You just don't. Right? But
he's only had one wife. The only person that can tell y'all if he's a good husband or not. And when he was, I told y'all that. I told y'all. When she was cool, when she was like, when it was what I thought it was, I just kept it a being. When it's not, when it wasn't, I ain't say nothing.
And the therapist told her, Remy, since you're saying that it's only business with this dude moving forward, but y'all have a last event coming up, after this event, you're going to cut all ties with this individual. This is what the therapist said. She said, Pat, because I told Rem back then, before I even clipped him, I said, when I catch son, I'm putting him down. He violated. Anyway, let me just say this. I found out the lane was big.
So you were waiting to see Easy to Block anywhere outside or anywhere with Remy Ma, and you was going, every time you see him, it was going to be up and stuck, knuckles to the face. Okay? But you can be out here all willy-nilly just dating Clarissa, booed up on red carpet events at award shows, and she can't run up and be ready to catch a fade too. Like, what is it? Like, you can't be making rules that you're not willing to, have as well, that you're not willing to abide by as well. Is it cool for you to be outside? Because you are still married. I don't give a hot damn who filed. Y'all still have not finalized anything. You still married. So for you to give Remy rules to say, I better not see dude over here, but then you out with Clarissa? Like, what is that?
I said, she gotta be kidding me, man. I done told you I'm gonna put this nigga down, and you bring him to the event.
I don't know. I see somebody run in. He had something red on his face. I thought it was like a COVID mask or something. I don't know. Something red on his, like a mask. Yeah. He run in. I see him pop on somebody. Boom.
You didn't give a fuck. You didn't fucking care.
Mm-hmm. That is not true.
I'm talking to this nigga.
Remy called and said, yo, now you wild out. Now I got to be with so he don't press charges and do all the wild shit. Now I can't even curve. I was just about to curve him. Now I got to make sure he good Cause yeah, you.
I'll take a hit. I'll take people saying this about me and saying that about me because I know the truth. And the people involved know the truth.
Ooh, honey, let's pause. What did it say? Say, hey, beautiful. I purchased your skincare set last month, and I just want to thank you. It definitely works. Said that my skin looks beautiful. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that's Remy. Anyway, what do y'all think? Oh, hold up. What is this? Thanks so much for taking care of so many messages. Oh, I think that's something else. I don't think that has anything to do with this. Skin by Lost Bar Radiant. Yeah, that's somebody else. Yeah, that's something else. They promoting something. I was like, what the hell are they talking about? Skincare. We were talking about Remy Ma. But yeah, shout out to Media House 1234. Again, Papoose, you cannot be creating rules and regulations to tell Remy you better not have dude around. But you outside with Clarissa. Nigga, get out of here. I've been like, and if he press charges on your ass, don't say anything to me because I'm not going to try to stop him, all right? You can't be around here punching people and putting hands on people because you can't stand to see her with somebody else and moving on. But then you over here talking about some, you ready to have a baby with Clarissa and y'all, that's, you know, now she running around talking about black love. Just stupid shit. I don't know. It's sad. It's sad. Two grown-ups, child, that don't damn know how to act. But that's the last topic because we got to go. All right. Y'all sound off and let me know what y'all think. Let me look at a couple comments before we go. Officially, Micah B says that I dislike that many women be capping for these men and that they aren't half of what they display them to be. In my opinion. Yeah, that's my opinion too. Shout out to you for that one. Because Remy said, hey, a lot of shit that I was saying that he was doing, like, you know, the whole black love stuff. Thank you, Truth, for saying that too. I was looking at your comment too. The whole black love stuff was all a damn lie, it seems. That she was just really taking care of him. She was also saying, Remy was saying he wasn't helping with bills and stuff like he was supposed to. It's sad. Like, you ain't got to be out here, you know, fake flossing. You ain't got to be out here doing that. But, you know, Papoose, you got to step up and be a man. I'm happy you trying to do that now, but you should have did it where it mattered. And don't say that the only reason that you told the therapist that you wanted to work it out with Remy because you didn't want to be under the same roof with your, you know, without your 5-year-old. You ain't under the same roof right now. Your 5-year-old is watching you run around with somebody else that's not her mama. So give or take, it's still going to be confusing for her. Don't say you did it for your daughter. You did it because, you know, I feel like you wanted to be there. Okay? But anywho, said I have the same sentiments. CS is a rebound. Yeah, she is a rebound. Said it, and CS knows it too, but she's in too deep and must save face. Absolutely. I agree. We'll see though. We'll see. Because she did say in another interview I saw, was it yesterday, that she that her relationships don't last for 3 years. So they on there, what, this is their second year now? We'll see. Because I feel like she thinks that if she has a baby by Papoose, that that's going to sustain their relationship and keep him. Yeah, no. That's going to fuck up the whole situation, baby. All right? That's going to really make him not want to be there. Watch what I tell you. All right? Officially, Micah B says that she admitted to them laying up one day on here, on the internet. Yeah, I absolutely believe she was sleeping with Easy to Block, though. I do. Yeah, Dolly Parton. Yep, I was talking about that at the beginning of the show. Thank you, Sexy Brown Bone. Dolly Parton did pass away. She did. You guys catch the replay on that if you guys wanted to see the commentary on that, but it is on this video. All right, so we're going to get out of here, guys. Thank y'all so much. Thank you to all the content creators for joining this live. Thank you to my top flight mods, Tiffany Thomas, Rose Armstead, and thank you so much, Truth TV Podcast. Thank you to everyone that joined this live. All the newcomers, please subscribe to the channel. Also, please check out our backup channel, Rails World. And also, please check out, check me out on all publications on the Caramel Rail. Let's see. Carolyn Russell says it. Caramel, if you're pregnant and your water break, can you carry your baby for 3 more days? I don't know. I don't want to give the wrong answer on that. I'm not a doctor. Is April RN in here, honey? April RN, if you're in here, can you answer that? Do we have an RN or a doctor in the house? You guys can definitely answer that. I don't want to give the wrong answer because I'm not a doctor. I have no idea. I just know when my damn water broke, baby, it was time for my baby to come on up out of there. So it won't no wait no 3 days. That baby came on up out of there, okay? All right, but if we have a doctor or a nurse or someone who knows about stuff like this, please go ahead and sound off in the comments and let me know, okay? But thank you guys all. We'll see you guys later. Until the next video.